US 30 without doubt is one of the most volatile pairs ever. This means fast movement, fast money. And by now you figured out that the New York Open is probably like the golden moment for US 30, but you have to be very, very, very cautious when you're trading that 930 candle because sometimes it's going to do the exact opposite of what you think it's going to do. Stay tuned because I'm going to give you the 2026 strategy for trading US 30 correctly at the New York Open. The very first thing you want to do before starting your trading session or even starting a new week is to pay attention to structure. This is like very basic. Is price breaking structure to the upside or is it breaking structure to the downside? Now, as you can see, all you have to do is push the chart back just a little bit and you'll see that price is breaking structure to the downside. We are going to be using the US 30 chart for reference, but you can test this on any pair. The next thing that I want to do is find the swing high from the previous week and the swing low, because whatever our swing high and swing low is, price is going to be trading in between that premium and discount. So I'm going to pull out my fib, measure the high to the low, and as you can see, we ended the trading week in discount. This means that even if I expect price to continue to go lower, I am expecting price to climb up to premium before I take a sell. And this is very important. You need to know the overall picture and then you need to know the smaller picture in between. So as you can see, I've cleaned my chart just a little bit. I've taken away the fib and I've placed a premium line here. At the top of that 50% is the sell zone. At the bottom 50% is the buy zone. So this means that even though I want to sell, there may be buying opportunities until we get to premium. But I do want to be mindful of when price does reach that premium area, because I don't want to keep buying while price is in premium. So you want to always make sure you clearly label your area so that you're not confused. Even as the week progresses, you want to be clear on where price is and where you stand on your decision to place a trade. So your job is to come in the market and pay attention to price action in the session before yours. So here's Asia's low, and then I'm going to go ahead and mark Asia's high. And I want to see how London session responded to Asia session. As you can see, we're going to go ahead and put that there. As you can see, London session has come out and taken out Asia's low. And right before New York Open, we came and took out Asia's high. This means that we've done a sell side sweep and also a buy side sweep. Now price is climbing, but you have to ask yourself, is it safe to buy at the 930 candle, being as though price has already swept sell side and buy side liquidity? Now this is what we do after that, right? We have our bigger picture, the bigger premium and discount. Now we have a new area. This is a smaller area. This is where you find your immediate entries. I'm going to use the swing high and the swing low yet again, and this is probably my 5-minute or 15-minute time frame. And I want to see if price is in premium or discount, because I need to know if I'm going to be buying while it's cheap or selling while it's expensive. So this is the 8 a.m. candle, and I'm gonna tell you before I even let price play, this is not a good area to buy. Even if you catch a buy, it's going to be really short-lived because price is now in a premium area. Now, we do want to see it go to this upper premium area, but as you know, price is not going to make all of the moves in one day. It's going to generate some type of liquidity and get people to start trading in any direction, both directions. And this is not a trade that I would take at 9:30 to buy. So here's that 9:30 candle, and as I stated, that was going to be a really short-lived trade. As you can see, it's taken out the high over to the left, and what I'm expecting price to do now is probably retrace down to this area where there is imbalance. And of course, I want to see price continue up, taking out this high, but it's already 12 p.m. This is lunchtime. This is outside of my trading session. So if I did take a sell, it would be from the top of this candle after sweeping out this high to maybe like right here. After that, I don't really want to be a participant in the market. So price makes its way down to this area, perfectly filling in that imbalance. And yet again, here we are at that 9:30 candle. Now this is like pre New York Open, and as you can see, we are measuring the swing high and the swing low, prices and discount. This is wonderful. This is outside of the New York session, trading session. So this would have been like a London session, perfect entry, and you would have taken it to this high. But as we go into the New York Open, as price gets close to that premium, once again, it's not wise to buy because we're looking for high probable setups, and the high probable setups would be for us to sell. Price comes into this area, and what we want to do here is sell. I found an area of interest here, and I find that this could be a safe place. So let's see how this would play out if you would have taken a sell from this area. As you can see, price comes down and it taps this area perfectly. Now here is where the high probable setup comes into place. And I have to be honest with you guys. Every day is not going to be a high probable setup, but once a week you will find that you have a really strong trade, and it runs and runs, and it gives you, a certain amount of points that you've never expected. That is going to happen in this very next trade. So you can easily grab 100, 200 points with these little moves that I've showed you, but this is where the high probable setup comes into place. Now that we established that price has now touched that premium area, it filled in this imbalance, and it perfectly respected this bearish OB right in premium. This is exactly what we wanted. You have to stop being afraid to take your trade when price gets where you expected it to go anyway. So even though it's respected this bullish OB, it doesn't mean that we're going to go higher and take out this high. It doesn't work that way. Remember what the objective is. Stay true to it. You can only be right or you can be wrong with trading. So now that we perfectly respected that area, price fell to break this low, which is okay. We came down to this bullish OB. Now we have a high. Now, this is one of my confirmations. We have to remain beneath this high. As long as price action stays beneath this high, it doesn't break this high, I plan to take the market down. So we finally made it to Wednesday, and price has finally taken off, and it's made its way back to premium. Remember, our line is showing us that it's back in premium, and something interesting has happened. As you can see, price has now created what we call supply. And this means that although there is possibly imbalance above, or there's highs to capture, price is satisfied with this area at this point in time. And this, when you see price staying put in one particular area and there's supply being created, this is where you take your opportunity. You can safely place your stop loss above this high, and as the trade progresses, you can move it down. Sometimes we get caught up in price action, and our eyes tend to take us to different places, and then we sort of forget what it was that we were looking for, and we forget that the main objective of this week was for us to take a sell. We just start to forget everything, especially when we see price breaking structure to the upside. Our mind takes us into premium. We start finding different areas. Price never makes it that far, and we forget the little blues clues. We wanted price to go back into premium. We wanted to sell from premium. This was the objective. Price tapped into premium. It respected an area of interest. We did get a pullback. That's okay. Those are going to happen. Some may see it as a higher low and try to go for a higher high. Even if you took a trade here and you expected it to go to a higher high, the moment that you've seen supply being created, this is when you exit that trade. Don't create side illusions. Just stay true to what price action is showing you, and you can take wonderful trades just like this. One of these trades could give you what you're looking for the entire week. And let's go ahead and count those points, because I love to count those points. And this is about 1,228 points. This is some traders go for 100 points per day. This just exceeds that. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want access to my daily analysis every single morning, click the link in the description and join my school community. In my description, you'll also find the best broker ever. I'm trading with Gates FX. The link is right there. Trade US30 with low spread, so that way when you do place a trade and when you do withdraw, you get to keep more money in your pocket. See you guys next time.